You are here if you were wanting to do an asymmetrical balance work of art. So if you did your sketches here and you like the asymmetrical the best, that's where you're going to be. But if you liked a radial or a symmetrical, you're going to not watch this video. You only want to watch it if you want to do an asymmetrical design, which is different but equal. So we are going to be making a design that has lines that connect. We're basically making our exoskeleton design with this. So we need to first decide what our asymmetrical design is going to look like. So we have a piece of paper like this, and basically, since you're not going to be flipping it over, you're going to be kind of placing this wherever. So I'm just going to be making some shapes that I can then repeat here and to make my asymmetrical design. So I might make a large triangle. I might make a large rectangle. I might make a half a circle, a regular triangle. I don't have to use all these shapes, but I want to have them there just in case. And I might actually make a swirly sort of shape like that. Okay, so once I have these shapes, I am now going to use them to make my design, but like asymmetrical it's balanced, so you have to remember there's two different sides to your work of art, but it's not the same. It's not going to be the same design. So I'm going to use these, but I have to make sure that they're kind of working with my two sides. So I might make my big rectangle first. I'm going to put that mainly on this side of my paper and a little bit overlapping on this. So all I'm going to do is flip over to the side that doesn't have my lead, and I'm going to trace that design there. Okay, so then I need to balance it, so I'm going to have another one that's mainly on this side, but I actually think I'm going to have it overlapping this one. Okay, so I'm going to place this here and draw that same one. Now if I wanted to repeat this, fine, I can use this shape again, but for now I think I'm going to be done with that rectangle. So I have it kind of weighing out here. It's got to be feeling like the weight is equal. Okay, so now I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this triangle here, and I'm going to place that on here. And so I got a triangle in that corner. And I'm also going to, I think I'm going to flip it and have the triangle also be there. So I'm trying to think about balance as I'm making my shapes. Asymmetrical, I feel like, is a little more difficult than the other two because you have to think about your balance. I think I will do this little half circle here. And also I have to have it on both sides here. They just don't have to be in the same spot. I think I'm gonna also put it here. Okay, so once I get my shapes in here, how I like them, then I'm gonna start thinking about this feels pretty empty, but we're just going to keep going with it. So now I have to think about them being lines, because if you think about this skeleton, it's all connected to the outside in some way. And it needs to, or else they'd all fall apart, right? So we've got all these random shapes here. They need to be connected to this outside somehow. So if I'm going to make this one, I might make a line, maybe that travels through this asymmetrical design to connect it all together. So I might start here and make sure it hits all of my shapes somehow. That kind of connects all of them somehow, even though it's not my favorite design here, but okay. So I've got this line that kind of flows through that brings the shapes together and has something that connects them to the outside. So now that I did that, I need to turn everything into 2 lines so that they don't fall through. So here's 2 lines here. Here's 2 lines here. And I'm going to be thinking about, what am I going to cut out? Well, this right here is going to be cut out. So I have to make sure whatever is getting cut out, things don't fall through. So I'm going to make this 2 lines. And this 2 lines. And so now that makes this a shape that I will be cutting out. And this will need to be erased so that I don't cut this out, because they'll connect these two. Okay, so it's kind of, I hope it's not too hard to see here, but I have to connect all of my lines together as I pull them through this work of art. And I'm going to color in what I'm going to cut out, and that'll help me later decide what's going to go away and if all my things are connected or not. Okay, so at this time, you're going to take the time to do that to your whole work of art. Maybe I need to add more to this corner and up here so that it looks better and looks a little bit more balanced. And so you're going to take the time to do that. You can pause the video, stop the video or whatever, and then go finish that. Then you can come back when you're ready for the next part. So I'm going to pretend like you're coming back and you're ready for the next part. The next part is you're going to glue this into your sketchbook, because you're going to get points for this. And you will then be able to X-Acto knife your sections out. Please make sure that you have me check over it first so that some of your parts won't fall. I'll make sure some of your parts won't fall through and everything will go through, be okay. So cutting that out, you can kind of see what's going to happen. This will get cut out. Trying to connect them all together. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.